Well, guys, we're back home. But it don't look like the home I left. It is crazy. Wait until somebody comes on here and sees this. Wait until someone comes on here and sees this. Whoa. Shit. Guys, we're back in a normal spot, kind of. I mean, I'm back at that park. But it don't look like we left it. This storm beat this place up. And want to see one of the trails? You ready for this shit? Here we go. That's the trail. This isn't the normal trail either. They've closed the trail roads completely to cars and vehicles, so I can't even drive down to where I would normally go because of what the storm did to this place. But look at that. That is all ice. I'm standing on ice right now. Look at this is the trail. I'm walking on an icy trail. It has battered this place. Battered it. I mean, there's so many trees down. Oh my God, this is nuts. If I ever needed to run to get out of here, I'm in deep shit. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right. Whoa. Holy shit. This is crazy. This is crazy. Ooh, yeah, we're dancing. We're dancing. I got those funky feet. I got those funky feet. Oh shit. Yep, we're not doing that anymore. Holy cow. Something big step there. Well, maybe not too big. That's thin. It's really thin. Really, really thin. But look at this, man. Look at all these trees. Look at this. This is nuts. This is nuts. All that rain. All the cold. Something with some little claws. See it scraping along there? Huh. Yeah, this is crazy. I can't walk on that. I'm gonna have to walk back out of this one and walk down a little to one of the other trails that it's not bordering the swamp. Something just land over there. Okay. So we're gonna move. We're gonna move. We're gonna move. We're just gonna go down to a different trail. No biggie. There's plenty of them here. But I can't get down to the normal trail either because they have closed the gate to all the trail roads for any vehicles, and that trail road is too far down. It would, by the time I got there, I'd have to turn around and come back. But that's okay because there's other trails. And it's surrounded by woods, so I don't have to really even go in a trail. I just go down the trail road a little and hop off into the woods. I just gotta find a decent spot to do that, which is fine. But I mean, look at this. This is, this is everywhere. Everywhere. Even pulling in here, there was a ton of debris. Stuff that had fallen. Put my hat on. It's cold now. I can't wait until there's some good snow. A real good snow on the ground, so that then we can come out here and then that's when tracking is the best. The best. Even if you don't find any obvious Sasquatch tracks, it's really cool to be able to see the animal tracks. But holy crap, it's cold here. It is way colder here than it was out there. I guess maybe because there's just no sunlight getting through. Okay, that's just a dog. Just a dog. Just a dog. All right, see? So, there's the rolling Volva, the motorized Volva. This is the road, trail road, that I would normally drive down to get to our usual spot. You can see the gate is closed. My guess is a mixture of flooding and trees and branches down. That'd be my guess. But we'll hike down a little bit here, and then we'll just hop off into the woods. And have a good crack at it. Have a good crack at it. Taking a piss, is ya? Huh? Taking a piss, are ya? You have time, I want to just do a brotherly chicken. I will, buddy. Hey, do me a favor, Mikey. If you don't hear from me, what's it, about 1 o'clock? If you don't hear from me by like 5, shoot me a message. It doesn't mean anything bad. It just means that I forget, man. I'm just terrible, like terribly forgetful. Because I get home, gotta do stuff, I gotta eat when I get there because I haven't eaten yet. And then gotta get on the computer and prepare for tonight because Miss Tanya is hopefully coming on. She's saying she doesn't really feel really well right now. She's taking a nap. I told her, please don't push it. If you don't feel well, we'll do it another night. She said, I'll be fine. I'm hoping she listens to her body. This is just a YouTube show. But you know what I mean, Mikey. You just get caught up with all kind of life stuff, and I forget. Plus, I just have a bad memory anyway, especially short term. Too many concussions, bro. I'm sure you're familiar. Love you, though, buddy. Love you, brother. For those of you who aren't familiar, and I'm sure you all are at this point, but if you're not familiar with Long Island Bigfoot, Mike's one of the good guys. The really good guys. Oh, Mike, remind me too when we talk. Remind me to throw the idea by you that me and Chris Reinhardt spoke about yesterday. I don't want to say it on here, but just remind me to run that by you when we speak. I think you'll like it. You can get involved with it too if you'd like. I'd love you to. I click on, I see you going into, Lord, it's just a gate. That's where I drive down usually, Sandra. They closed it because of the storms here. I'm assuming a lot of these trail roads, which are just dirt, stone in the middle of the forest, are probably flooded. Probably trees down and all that stuff. So they just don't want people to drive back here and get stuck, because usually there's not even enough room to turn your car around. It is colder than a witch's titty out here. Excuse my language. But it is, hoo-wee. Oh, this is when I wish I didn't have a backpack on. I don't even know why I need it, really. Oh, crap. I don't see any reason for this to be blocked right now. It's kind of pissing me off. Son of a bitch. Interesting. You know what I hate about living? You've seen the ones. Hello? 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 Alright, there's definitely movement up on top of that ridge, or right over the side, the other side of it. I don't know what it is, but there's some movement. Hello? I'm a friend. I have gifts for you. They're tasty. I have some other gifts that you can play with. I'll tell you what, I can hear this river running like hell up here. There's something moving back in there though. Just trying to get a kind of 180-degree view real quick. Oh yeah, here you go. How pretty is that? Five feet of snow in 2 days. Damn. That's a lot of snow, dude. A lot. You need upstate New York shit, though. That's crazy. You got crazy weather up there, man. Some of the craziest winter weather, I think, in the United States. I don't know, man. There was some kind of noise going on at the top of that ridge when I was coming up that hill. As soon as I got to literally just the bottom of that hill, I heard a bunch of noise at the top of the ridge, and then it stopped when I said hello, and then when I started walking back up again, it started back up, and then I didn't hear it anymore. So I don't know if whatever it was, it could be a rabbit. I mean, who the hell knows? But it was there, and then it was gone. I'm just trying to get a view of the surrounding area, see if I see anything, and I don't. I'm gonna turn back. Sorry guys, I'm trying to listen. How you doing, man? Good. Oh, uphill. My fat ass is gonna die. Tree break. Again, I always say this, I don't put a ton of weight into every tree break I see, but I do think it's important to show some of the more deliberate looking ones. I'm looking at the road, seeing if I see any kind of disturbance, impression. I mean, I know people hike here, so obviously I'm looking for something that's got some definition of some sort. Oh, that's a bend and a half. That is a bend and a half. That might be worth looking at. Oh shit, yeah. Okay. All right. Let's check it out. What do you think, guys? What's your opinion? I'll tell you this. Yeah, all right, never mind. Well, I don't know. Does that even make sense? All right, here's what makes me question things, right? Here's the weird part about this one. This tree, right? It's obviously alive and fresh. This tree fell from back there. This thing's rotted. I mean, to me, that tells me that this has been here for a while, maybe, or dead before it fell. But if it fell, as it's falling, it wouldn't just catch the tiny tips of these little branches at the top of the tree and pull it down. It would maybe hit it, and then the tree would, would brush against them and then just fall and keep going. It wouldn't pull the tiny ends. Like, do you know what I'm saying? To pull this tree over like that, it would brush past these end pieces. They would just kind of bounce back as it went by. That would be my guess anyway, but I don't know. To fall and catch this tree just at the top, at the ends of the branches, and then be able to bring it down with it and pin just those few pieces underneath. I don't know, it just seems weird. But again, who the hell knows? And then there you go, you got two side-by-side tree breaks right there. Just thoughts, just opinions, I mean, I'm literally just thinking out loud. Just thinking out loud. Don't necessarily believe that it was caused by a Bigfoot, Sasquatch, our forest cousin. I'm just spitballing. I hear gunshots off in the distance. It's never a good thing. That tree was it was broken. It fell over. Potentially fell over because it was rotted when it was up. And then, one of the storms blew it over. But here's what I'm saying though, right? So, let me just do this. All right, so here you go. You got this tree, this sapling thing right here, right? Big tree falls from back here. As it's coming through, it hits these branches just at the tips. Wouldn't this happen as it fell, as opposed to hitting these 2 or 3, 4 branches at the tips and pulling the whole thing over? That doesn't make sense to me. The tree would be way too strong for it to just hit the tips and the ends of the branches at the top of the tree and then bend it all the way over like that. That doesn't make sense. I need a weatherman, an arborist, and somebody who's got a doctorate in physics to come out in the field and study the tree phenomenon. There's some stuff out here that I don't give a crap what anybody says. It's not natural at all. There's no way that any kind of wind or anything is taking a tree that's 8 inches around, 10 inches around, fully green and strong, and twisting it 180 degrees and then breaking it. It's just not happening. Call me what you want, but that's friggin' silly talk. Oh, man. What's crazy to me, people walk out here all the time completely oblivious to the fact that there are these creatures living in the woods around them. And could be, I think more often than not, are usually much closer than people know. I mean, think about it. Think about if you were one of those people who didn't believe and this wasn't on your radar, right? And you went walking out in the woods here, or where you are, and then all of a sudden, one day, you find out that they were right near you the whole time. How much would that rattle you? Sorry. Okay, guys. So we're gonna I hear you. So this right here, okay, we're kind of at the top point of the forest right now. So this goes out past where you can see past those pine trees right there, a little further, and then it starts to slope down. I mean, as you can see, this is thick, like really thick. And if you look on the ground, you can see where it's all padded down in different directions. As we're going through there. Could be just game trails again, but there's another one going up through there. And what I heard came from right over there. And now over here. So he's very subtle. I haven't heard any like big demonstrative vocalization or presentation of aggression, which I don't want to see or hear that ever again. It's always very subtle. Here it sounds like a few footsteps and then it stops. Here it sounds like something landing like against the leaves off back in the woods, and then it stops. I'm really not feeling too good. Man, what the hell? I gotta sit down for a minute. That's weird. Really weird. What happened with Bro Science? He's usually pretty good. What happened, Sandra? Man, I just got really nauseous and dizzy. I do not feel good right now. Not at all. Dizzy, nauseous, headache. Wind's picking back up. Chilling me to the bone. Oh, God. Yeah, infrasound. Possible. Man. So I heard something over there, Carson. A couple things from back in the back. See where those pine trees are? Back behind the furthest one. Just some movement, subtle movement. Two different places. Sounded like something moving. And then that stopped. And then as when I was talking about it over there, I heard it from over here. I heard something from over here. What I heard from over here sounded more like a vocal audio type of thing. I don't know how to even describe what it sounded like. It could have been nothing, but I don't feel good all of a sudden. Like, do not feel good whatsoever. I feel shaky. Wow. Yeah, I think I might have to go. I think I might have to get out of this area. I do not feel good. Man, what the fuck is happening? I just all of a sudden got really nauseous and dizzy and lightheaded and like shaky and weak. I gotta get out of this area. I don't know what the hell that is. But I don't like it. And I was a little chilly before, but I'm like freezing, like frigid cold right now. Oh man, I do not feel good. Hello? If you're doing this, please stop. Please. I sound like I'm crazy talking to myself out here. If you're making me feel this way, please stop. I don't have any ill intentions towards you at all. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Center screen, dead center screen where that yellow is. Dead center screen where that yellow is. You see that yellow between those trees? Dead center screen. The dark spot above the yellow. Dark spot above the yellow. Do you see what I'm talking about? Right in the center of the screen. Dark spot above that like yellowish color in between those trees. Oh my God, I feel like you can't hold my freaking hand up. Oh man. No bueno. No bueno. No bueno. Good morning, Angel. I'm having a freaking hard time right now. I'm having a hard time right now. I gotta find that spot again. Where is it? I lost it. Look, it ain't there no more. It ain't there no more. See it? See the yellow? Right between those branches right there. What's a DM crap? Dogman crap? I can't. I gotta get out of here, guys. I'm sorry. I just do not feel good. I swear there's something there, though. But I can't stay here. Now I'm just afraid to walk out of here with my back to it. The raven's going off, too. And it was dead silent the whole time. Hear it? That sounded like a voice. Not the raven. Oh, man, I gotta go. I gotta get back to the car. I gotta get back to the car. Oh, man, it's quite a long walk, too. Shit. Sorry. Man, my fucking head. Talk about wrestling. Okay. It's like hard to even focus. Yeah, wrestling. When I was a kid, WrestleMania was always right around my birthday. My birthday is April Fool's Day, and it's always the last Sunday in March, first Sunday in April. So it was always around my birthday, within just a couple days, 1, 2, 3 days. A lot of times it was on my birthday. So as a kid, 1990, I was 10 years old. I had been Hulk Hogan and a Randy Macho Man Savage fan. Macho was my guy. I love that dude, but they just didn't want him to be the guy. Hulk was the guy. And as a kid, Hulk Hogan was a hero. He was like a superhero, He was do everything right, say your prayers, take your vitamins, do good, be good. And you can do anything too. And he always, somehow, even when he was faced with the biggest disadvantages, he always ended up defeating evil. As a kid, you buy into that stuff, Especially if you have shitty childhood or any kind of shitty things going on. So you gravitate to things like that. You need something to be your hero, and he was. And then came along this guy who was like, he's even cooler than Hogan. He was just as big as him, but he was shredded. I mean, just shredded, ripped, and 8-pack abs and bulging biceps and traps and shoulders, and he looked like a action figure that had come to life. And he's wearing neon colors and tassels hanging off of his boots and his biceps, and he's got all colored face paint, and he runs full speed to the ring, and he shakes the ropes, and he's got the coolest entrance music, and you're like, holy cow, this guy is awesome. It was the Ultimate Warrior. And now it's like, man, these guys are like the two coolest things ever. Superheroes come to life. Hulk was the world champion, Ultimate Warrior was the intercontinental champion, so they were like 1 and 2. And all of a sudden, things started happening. They got into a little skirmish at the Royal Rumble. A couple other things happened after that, and you're sitting there as a kid and you're going, oh man, are they gonna fight each other? You can't have the two heroes fight, the two good guys fight. Whew, man, I'm on like rubber legs right now. I cannot even tell you how wobbly and rubbery my legs are. All right, and you're like, they're gearing up to get into it. And as a kid, you're like, oh man, this would be awesome. But it would suck at the same time because they're both good guys and they're both, your heroes. And I remember when it finally happened, they had this contract signing bit, and it was Hulkamania against the Ultimate Warrior. It was on April 1st, 1990 in the Toronto Sky Dome in Toronto, Canada. And It was on my birthday, my 10th birthday. My two favorite wrestlers were going to fight. And you just, man, that's a lot. That's like, it's emotionally taxing for a 10-year-old. Your two heroes are fighting each other. I got to pick. I shouldn't have to worry about that as a 10-year-old, you know? Most I should be worrying about is like, you know, cut the crust off the PB&J. No extra peas on my plate, please, you know? That kind of stuff. Or no, I don't want to come in because it's dark out. You got me making these like really, really deep decisions at 10 years old. Choosing between people I look up to. And then they wrestle, and ended up being a really great match between two guys who were not known to be great wrestlers. They were great characters, but they didn't wrestle really well. Ended up being a great match. Still one of my favorites. And the Ultimate Warrior won. And then he's the first time in history of the modern era WWF that anyone was both the world champion and the intercontinental champion. So he left there with two title belts, which was really neat. And he thought, well, it's the end of Hulkamania and the start of a new era. And unfortunately, he just never worked out. He was a very, very eccentric guy in real life, and his belief system was really, really very strong and extremely passionate about what he believed in. He was known to be kind of a jerk, had a bit of an ego, and it just bit him in the butt. But I mean, that was like the greatest thing and the hardest thing all at the same time for a kid my age. I remember I first started watching wrestling, man, I don't know, probably about 5 years old, 4 or 5, 1984, 85. When I would go stay at my grandparents' house on the weekends, I'd sleep over. And me and my gram were really, really tight, like really close. She was like my whole world. I was the firstborn grandchild. And so we'd watch what was NWA wrestling back then, NWA WCW. And Ric Flair was the champion. He was part of a group called the Four Horsemen. And they were the most treacherous, dirty, cheating sons of bitches in wrestling. But they were awesome. I mean, Ric Flair was like, he was so far ahead of his time. Here's this guy who's coming out in like the 70s and 80s wearing Gucci shades, gator shoes, custom-made suits, diamond pinky rings, Rolexes, and he's bragging about, the limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing son of a gun. And he called himself Space Mountain. And this is one of the funniest things I think I've ever heard in my life to this day still. Why do you call yourself Space Mountain, Rick? He said, because it's the oldest ride in the park, but it's still got the longest line of people waiting to ride it. Oh, amazing. He's still one of my favorites. Love that guy. Just a character and a half. Guys, this is not fun right now, I can tell you that. Oh yeah. Dig it. 14-year-old Kitty is named Stone Cold Kitty for Steve Austin. He was buff when he was young. Stone Cold's still buff. He's still buff. He's like 55 or 54 or something like that. He just wrestled at last year's WrestleMania and actually did a great job, especially for a guy who broke his neck and had all kind of neck and back problems. Yeah, he was great. One of my favorites. Love that dude. Shared an elevator 8 floors down with the Iron Sheik and Andre the Giant. Get the hell. Come on. Come on. I think I got orange juice in the car. What the hell, man? What the hell? Can't be that much further. Those are regular. Those are people voices. Okay, yeah, we're close. We're almost there. Oh, thank God. I keep hearing a friggin' bell. Like a very... A very faint little, sound like almost like a little bell that you put on a cat's collar. Oh, sorry. I forgot I was on. Sorry. Hello, hum. Maybe, I don't know. I heard when I was back up at the top there, the noise that I heard that came from behind me was more, like I said, it was more like a vocal audio type of thing. Like, it was hard to explain, but it did. It sounded like a oh, just once. Oh, I don't know, weird. Could have been a hum. Could have started out like that and then faded into something that you can't hear. I don't know much about that. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. Alright, we're back at the car. Nice. Oh man, that sucked. That sucked wicked bad. Wicked bad. Give me 2 seconds. Let me get a sip of orange juice. Let me plug this phone in. And then I'll explain a little bit now that I'm sitting. Okay, so that sucked. That sucked really bad. How long I've been on? All in all, I've been on and off all day. I was at a different spot earlier. Didn't pan out. Left, came here. So for a while, a few hours, I've been here for an hour and 10 minutes. And it sucked. I do not feel good. Not even a little bit. Oh, your cat was buff. Oh, that's great. Sorry. I also love the Steiner brothers. Back in the day, before Scott started doing all that steroid, all the juice, and getting all weird and I don't know, it was just way too big. Man, guys, I do not. I still don't feel good. I have this like major headache. It's in the back of my head, like at the base of my neck. I still feel wicked, like dizzy, lightheaded, and I don't know, nauseous. That was funky. I didn't like that at all. Not even a little bit. I felt so weak. Whew. I never look good, Mike. I never look good, buddy. Man, I got so wobbly. My legs turned to jello. They were so weak. Yeah, I had, hate to admit it, I had two Hostess cupcakes and a Pop-Tart and orange juice. I don't know, it was just fucked up. I keep swearing on here and I forget. I'm sorry. I can't even think straight right now. I need to stop. It just looked dark. It looked like a dark, I don't know, maybe like a head. Um, it was just dark. It was darker than everything around it. That was the thing. Like it did, and there was dark trees in there. You know what I mean? There's uh, stumps and all kinds of stuff. But that thing, whatever it was, just looked much darker. And it looked like it could have been. Looked like it could have been the top of a head, maybe. I hate to say things like that because it's like, you know, it's like assuming. I don't know what it was, but it did have that shape. Like, oh, I do look pale, don't I? Man. Yeah, like a dark black head and maybe a shoulder. God. I'm gonna turn and get out of here. I got all these people walking around here though, and they're totally fine. Like, just had this guy and this girl walk. You know, I passed them back there, and then they just walked by that way, and they're totally fine. You get these two guys up here just walk by me. They're totally fine. It looks like. So, you know, like how does that work? That guy and that girl were definitely on their first date. Or he thinks they are or something. I don't know. Come to the state park. So I know you're going to decide to go live like this. So I almost always go roads inside here that it's so easy to get lost. And obviously so much forest, so much. Man. That sucked. That really sucked. Ugh. I gotta pull over and this guy getting on my ass. I don't. Probably be directed towards a spot like a weapon. Probably. I mean, that's legit what tigers do. They direct it towards the prey that they're trying to take down. Hey, Hope. Man. No bueno. No bueno. My eyes look bloodshot. Mamma mia. Thank you guys for being here. I mean, okay. Yeah, I'm alright. Alright. I'm just still a little. Just, not quite perfect, but I'm okay. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Alright, time to go home. Time to go home. You got the grass man out there in Ohio. Excuse me. Alright. Wow, that's so weird. That's the weirdest thing ever, 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 ever. That's so strange. I feel like, I mean, I still have a slight headache, but I don't feel nauseous. I don't feel dizzy. Times on my own. I never pick private, ever. But somehow, it always goes private. Always. It makes no sense to me. I don't get it whatsoever. Well, actually, I need to go this way. Sorry. Whoops. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. Makes no sense. None. I have to change it. I'm sorry. I'll have to change it. I'll do that though. I'll get it switched. I'll get it switched. Protect your prayer, cleansing prayer, you say when you dark entity can't find. Just saying. It's possible too. Very possible. Alright, well, thank you guys. Thank you for being there. I'm good. I'm out of there. I'm gonna head home. I'll post when I'm home, and I'll let you know what it's looking like for tonight and Miss Tanya. And if she's ready to do this, it'll be me and Bigfoot Lake interviewing her. And it would be very interesting. Like really, truly, incredibly interesting. I don't know how long I do the interview for, because again, she's in the hospital and she's not feeling well, so I don't know if I want to keep her for too long, but we'll see how it goes. But I'm good. I'll be okay. I'll let you know when I get home. Thank you. Thank you. Check in later, okay? All right, guys. Be safe. Love you.